Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, Helldivers got me frustrated because they come out with an update, making it seem like that this update was going to fix the game. That's what I was under the impression of, that the update was going to fix the game. So, I wake up bright and early, overall checking my PC, seeing, okay, when this update's going to come out. And then eventually the update came out. Small little update, 20 megabytes, no big deal. Downloaded the update, of course. Got into a game and was able to play. All right, cool. This server issue stuff out the window. Shouldn't even have to deal with it no more. Quick play was fixed, all that stuff, because I was having an issue. I can't remember if I did talk about it, I think in videos, but I can't remember if I talked about it in a podcast episode. But anyways, I go ahead, play like maybe an hour's worth of the game. Pretty much got beyond that 2 hour mark of being able to get my money back in case if I didn't like the game. And then I was like, you know what? Nah, man, like I want to play more of this. So I went, made me something to eat real quick. Came back up, was decided that, it's been a minute since I've streamed on TikTok. So let me go ahead and stream on TikTok. I start this game back up and it's saying the same stuff. Server at capacity. Please try again later. Why do people assume, talking to video game developers, why do you assume that we want games that don't work? You're willing to take our money, keep it, spend it, do whatever you please with it, but when we want to get a game that works, we can't get that. What's up with that? Like, that's a genuine question that I have for video game developers. That don't make no sense to me, because if you sit down and think about it, right? You put any scenario, example, you put anything in that part, right? In a scenario, an example situation. A person is going to want a product if you spent money on that product. I don't want the product in pieces. I don't want the product done on your guys' time. No, if that's the case, then you should be able to get my money on the time that I feel like giving out all my money. But that just don't make no sense to me, where it's like I'm pretty much playing a demo. And then I have to wait a certain period of time to play another demo. I shouldn't know. It should not be a situation where you guys take people's money and this game don't work and I can't get my money back. And if you guys are wondering how you went from very positive to mixed, it's because of this situation right here. Where you guys... and that's the thing where it's like, it's so upsetting, where it's like, fam, just come out with some AI teammates so I can play the game by myself. I don't have to worry about no online server. I could just play, I would play, if they had AI teammates in that game, or at least bump down the difficulty to where it wasn't extremely difficult, fam, I would play that whole game by myself if I could. But nowadays, every game gotta be multiplayer. Every game gotta have servers. Every game gotta do it. I'm like, fam, that don't make no sense to me, where it's like you guys done made all this money and your company. The thing is this, all right? Because I'm trying to think, does Sony have any multiplayer games? Well, at least they got some. I know, like from other companies, but like Sony exclusive games. Like I can't remember if Sony got any multiplayer exclusive games or if this was their first time doing it. But my thing is this, all right? Sony being one of the biggest companies out there. I don't know whether to blame the developers or Sony, but my thing is this. You guys combined should be able to do something about these servers, whether it's Sony creating these servers or the developers buying some servers. Whatever the situation is, I should be able to play a game that I spent money for. Now, it's one thing if this game was free. If this game was free, I wouldn't even trip about it. Yeah, I'd probably be upset because I'm like, fam, I'm trying to play this game. But it's like, imagine if Fortnite was having that issue. Imagine if Apex Legends was having that issue. Imagine if Call of Duty Warzone was having that issue. Free. I'm talking on some free games right now. People probably would be upset about it and stuff. But to the point where it's unplayable, do you think, my thing is this, do you think those games would have the fan base that they have today if they started off like that? Because I'm saying, I feel like with Call of Duty, it's like, okay, even if their first time releasing Warzone was, when they originally had came out with it, they knew that they was a big company. Now, my thing is this. If I'm coming out with a game, I'm getting the most amount of servers that I possibly can. Whether it's 100,000, a million, I don't care how many servers, I'm making sure of it that I get enough servers. But I'm not gonna come out with a game that, oh, it's only got one server available. And then it's like you gotta sit there and people are sitting there talking about, oh, you gotta sit there and wait an hour, 2 hours. Oh, their next update to fix the servers might be months from now. I'm not trying to wait no months to play a video game that I just bought a few days ago. That's to me, I'm like, it's that type of stuff where I'm like, no, that you guys need to start issuing out refunds. Regardless if a person spent 2 hours playing the game or I had the game for 2 weeks. That is not fair to the gamer where I done paid you guys for a video game and I can't get no gaming response out of it. I can't play no game. And I'm supposed to just look at that and be like, oh yeah, that's normal. That's okay. Honestly, between that and then between Skull and Bones crashing on me the other night, I don't even want to play games no more, bro. At least not new games. Old games, they get a pass. But these new games, not until their games is fixed. It's like you're releasing a game and then 4 or 5 years from now, that's when we get a fully functional working game when you guys start working on the next game. And then it might be a case or a situation where the game not even fully functional, so you're like, oh, well, let's just start all over. You guys shouldn't even have started in the first place. That don't make no sense where it's all of these developers, all of these companies. Even if it's like this company is not a big company, the people that develops Helldivers, my thing is this. You got another big company behind you, Sony. I think I talked on it on how much money Sony makes. Let's just see how much yearly they make. How much money does Sony make a year? Sony revenue from 2010 to 2023. Sony revenue for the quarter ending of December 31st, 2023 was $25 billion, a 5% increase year over year. Sony revenue for 12 months ending $90 billion. Sony's annual revenue was 85, declined from 22, 88 in 2022, and 84. You guys are making billions of dollars every year. Every year. I refuse to believe that Sony is not making no money. I refuse to believe that. Where you guys are releasing TVs, consoles, control accessories for the consoles, sound bars, headphones. I'm trying to think of some other stuff that Sony releases. I'm saying, like, you guys are working on a whole car that can be controlled with a PlayStation 5 controller. But you mean to tell me, in this situation, I don't know whether to blame the devs or Sony, but for this moment, I'm going to be talking to Sony. You guys got all this money, and you can't send over, because the thing is this, it ain't like this is a small game. I can understand if this was a small game and people didn't really know too much about it. This has to be one of the biggest games to come out this year. Probably going to be nominated for Game of the Year. Probably going to, get a bunch of other different awards for gameplay and this and that. But my thing is this, Sony, you're making all of this money and you can't hire more people to fix this game or whatever the situation is, but just overall fix the game. That don't make no sense, bruh. That don't make no sense at all, where it's like you guys, you can easily put $10 million, $20 million into this game. You're not losing any money. That's like me giving away 2 cents. I'm not losing any money. That's just 2 cents. I can easily make that back with whatever. And the thing is this, like, when people, because I know people gonna probably be all like, it's like they might hear this podcast episode, you might have beef with this company, you might not. I don't care. I done spent $40 on a game and I can't play a game until they feel like fixing it. No, my thing is this, then if that's the case, then give me my money back, or at least give me like $30 of my money back. You keep 10, and then when you have that game fully functioning and working, then that's when you take a full price. But that don't make no sense to me, where it's like you take a full price, you take all the money, how much money it costs to get this game, you take that away from me. But I only get a percentage of that game. That's not cool, bruh. That's not cool at all. I'm like, that should not be the first experience that I have with this game to where I can't even play it. And I'm sitting, the thing is this, I'm telling friends about this game. I'm overall streaming this game. I'm promoting this game. And I don't get nothing back in return. That is that type of stuff where it's like, if you wonder why a gamer is frustrated with you guys and giving you guys, I guarantee and I promise you, the majority of the reviews for this game is it's probably mixed now, but I guarantee and I promise you, the majority of the people that it most likely has more negative ratings than positive ratings, because you guys want to come out with a game that don't work. How am I supposed to look at that and be like, that's normal? They're like, yeah, that's cool, that's chill, I'm not gonna trip about that. You guys came out with a update, and let's just read this update. Let's just see what this update was about, because maybe I misread it. So they was like, fixes. Fix crash when replicating ragdoll momentum. Fix crash when replicating destruction. Fix crash when displaying the missions and rewards. Resolved 100% block issue for quick play and matchmaking on PC. Tune extract civilian mission difficulty. Improve the way that we handle platform authentication to avoid things like black screen issue at startup. Improvement to our client backend communication for better backend performance. Implemented an automatic retry mechanism to quick play. Added proper login. Error message for error 1000-2038. And then there's like known issues. These are issues that are either introduced by this patch or are being worked on, or are from a previous version and not have yet been fixed. So there's this second, so they're like login rate limiting when many are logging in at the same time. Player can become disconnected during play. Rewards and other progress may be delayed or not attributed. Various UI issues may appear when the game interacts with servers. Pickup of certain objects in game may cause character to freeze in place for extended period of time. Other unknown behaviors may occur. Japanese VO is missing from intro cutscene and ship TV. Armor values for light, medium, and heavy armor do not currently function as intended. I've read all of that, but my thing is this. So there's like login rate limited when logging in. So I guess that must be the server issue thing then. Then I'm like, that should have been the main thing that you guys fixed. Because all those other issues that I guess they so-called fix, I ain't noticed none of that. Why? Because I haven't been able to get into a game. How am I going to notice other issues with the game when there's a known issue of people not being able to connect to the server? That's the main issue. I'm saying, like, people are gonna be sitting down thinking like I'm just kind of getting a little bit too upset about this, but it's like, fam, this stuff has been going on for years with video games, where developers just refuse to work on a game, and it's like, bruh, if you guys, my thing is this. The day when I signed up to be a content creator, I wasn't gonna halfway do content creating. Yeah, it's one thing if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, and then as the time goes on, then you finally, but my thing is this, at least with my fans, at least with my audience, they ain't never had to pay me a certain amount of money to get a video, and all they get is an introduction, or they get little parts and pieces of the video. Because if somebody claims that they've had to do that with me, please let me know what video that you had to pay for on any of my channels. Let me know when there's ever been a time where you watched my streams and you had to pay to watch my streams. You let me know when you've had to put any money towards any form of content that I put out. Unless it's like you having to get an iPhone or a new computer or whatever, that's on you, bruh. You ain't got to sit down and watch my videos. You ain't got to sit down and watch my streams, listen to my music and all that stuff. That's probably the only form, that and my merch. But I never nobody complained about my music, and I don't think nobody has ever bought my merch. So at the end of the day, what I'm confused off of, right? is that I didn't spend time being a content creator, focusing on everything that I need to do. My thing is this. If I wasn't, then yeah, I would overall be doing what developers are doing right now with their games. We're only going to put out a portion of the game, and then as the updates go on, and as the update go on, as the update go on, then at some point in time, you guys might get a fully functional working game. How am I supposed to look at that and be like, it's normal, bruh? This is the exact reason why I went out, I bought a PlayStation, or I got me a PlayStation 3, I bought an Xbox 360, and started playing retro games. So I won't have to ever worry, because here's what I personally think is going to happen. I'm going to get sick and tired of this crap, because right now, I really don't want to buy no new games. I'm like, no, if I remotely see any issues, bad reviews, anything with that game got to be at an overwhelmingly positive. Mixed, mostly positive, very positive, no. Overwhelmingly positive. That's where that game got to be at in order for me to buy it. Anything less than that, not fooling with it. And now it's like that, to me, that is the most clickbaiting thing that I've seen with video games, where it's like, they made it seem like that this game was all, dope when it came out, and now it's at a mixed rating. And then it's like, my thing is this, you guys should not be trying to sit down and figure out, why did our game go from very positive to mixed? I know, bruh, that's something where I'm like, it's so frustrating and stressful, where it's like, fam, I just want to play this video game. That's it. That's all that I want to do. I didn't spend money on this game. The game is good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a good game when you actually do get a chance to sit down and play it. But then when you're not, and then they're all like, oh, server at capacity. Please try again later. How later? Because it seems like every time when I sign into that game, besides this morning, every other time, it's the same thing, bruh. I'm saying, like, they know, if there's ever a time where the developers hear this podcast episode or see any of the videos that I do talking on this game, they have no place or business to be mad at what I say. If anything, they need to understand the person's frustration. Because I guarantee and I promise you, if they was in my shoes, they would be mad too. So I'm saying, it's stuff like that where it's like, no, you guys need to fix your game, because that don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense for you guys. I wonder how long this company's been in business. What's their name? Arrowhead Game Studio. All right. Arrowhead Game Studio. Wikipedia. Established in 2008. Is that what I'm seeing? Founded in 2008. My thing is this, and you guys have released 4 games. Some of these games I've never even heard of, but my thing is this. You done had more than enough time to come out with a video game and be like, hey, we overall know what we're doing by now. I think we got ourselves a game. Release it, make sure that it's working. There's nothing else to worry about. But it seems like it's almost as if like this is a small, like a one developer. Because if that is the case, how many people do they say found it? So they show the people that's found it, number of employees. As of 2023, they had like 100 employees. Fam, do you guys need extra hands? Because I'm saying, if you guys need extra hands to work on this game, so be it. Have me test out the game. Have me test out new updates. Whatever the situation is. But my thing is this. I want to be able to play this game. But I am so sick and tired of having it where I buy a game and it's like, I'm under the impression where it's like, oh, they just wanted my money and then they just give me a broken video game. How'd that make you feel? So you go to a dealership, you buy a car, and this car is broken. It got all these issues. You done got into this catastrophic accident, then lost limbs. So I'm saying you're going to be mad about that type of stuff. Let's say you go to a restaurant, you order a steak and lobster. They don't even give you a steak and they give you some seasoning. And they're all like, oh, well, as the time goes on, then you'll get your food. You're going to be mad about that type of stuff. I'm saying, man, it's like you guys need to sit down and actually be working on this game. Rather than, I'm like, no, you guys, before you come out with anything else or do anything else, y'all need to be coming out. I hit my microphone, or not my microphone, but my mouse, and then it just, overall, because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and do this whole rant for almost 20 minutes and then not post it, but I think everybody understands my frustration. Arrowhead, Game studios, Sony, somebody needs to fix this game. Because I'm not going to go another year buying games and these games don't work and I'm supposed to just be okay about that. No, if I got to do TikToks, YouTube videos, podcasts until something changes, I'm not going to stop talking about this until y'all come out with some updates that's actually going to fix this game and have me playing it. Unless you guys are willing to give people their money back, one of the two. Refund people that's having issues with this game or fix it. But not on like, oh, we gonna wait a week and then we're gonna wait another week and then we're gonna, no. If you guys so-called claim you're working around the clock, then I need to see some actual stuff around the clock that's coming out. But if not, then fam, refund people their money back, shut down your company, Sony included, and don't come back out with no more video games. But I'm sick and tired of this crap, man. I'm sick and tired of every year, everybody want to release a game and that game don't work. Nah, man. You guys either fix your game or shut down as a company or refund people their money back. Do something. But I'm saying that's some type of stuff where I'm like, no, that don't make no sense, all right? So, anyways, thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.